Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will kick it away to start us off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. So Iowa State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Snagged in the middle. It's Duggan. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Back to throw, it's Roach. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough at this level. That's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
They're testing the right side here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So UCF's offense will take the field for the 1st time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Here comes the heat. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. The inside handoff. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Lyle. Makes the grab. Got some room, heading to the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. The go-ahead touchdown called back after the flag, and this offense going to have to regroup quickly. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. At the 30. At the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The play action fake. Gets it out fast. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us. And
touchdown, Cyclones! He would not be denied.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Lyle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. It'll be a draw. Shakes off the defender. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted, a 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Roach. He's got the back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the ground with the back. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Looking to take a shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. Slippery slide, found his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
To the air, it's Roach. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Out of the gun, the inside give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And the Cyclones buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Returner is tackled at the 44, and your UCF Knights will take over.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Swings it out to the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Lyle. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They're working that left side. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. There he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into that.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way somehow to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the 2nd half.
And with time running out here in the 1st half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football around.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield. It's Lyle. Got his man quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Works the middle of the field. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this knee. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Lyle. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking down the middle. Lost the defense is wide open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
He's got it. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Lyle. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short. Reads it, fires complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Lyle. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
Fires to the big fella. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Rides the back and leaves it. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Turning it up. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knights. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
From the gun, the ground game. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Looking for a man, it's Roach. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation. Now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Knights have taken it inside the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 30 short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the field goal unit is on the field. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Iowa State sending the offense back out. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Back to pass, it's Roach. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Duggan. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Tight end finds a soft spot. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Dropping back, it's Roach. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not only